Now, Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Jacob Dickey.
Well, outside here across Central Illinois, we are dealing with some cloud cover in some areas. Others of us still basking in the sunshine here. That's our view in Champaign right now. You can see the temperature in town here is 86. Feels like 93. That corn sweat, we flipped the switch on and that humidity is back and it'll be here to stay for a while. There's been rain and storms off to the west. In fact, a little more cloud cover for Jacksonville, keeping them a little cooler there. Seeing a little cloud cover even creeping in on the I-55 corridor. But the rain for the most part stayed out to the west. We thought this morning, we talked about how this would probably dive more south. In fact, it's doing that. Still seeing if we can't get a little bit of shower activity towards Ironsville, Meredosia, Beardstown, places like that. Maybe even down in Macoupin and Montgomery counties. But for most of us, that will be what causes the chance for some scattered storms here in the afternoon, but not actually that cluster itself. I think there'll be a chance we see some additional spots here and there pick up a few storms. So we'll keep that slight chance for a few storms out there. Still mostly sunny for many of us today. The high is 89 for our forecast in Champaign and in Decatur. 90 in Danville. We'll be at 90 in Springfield, 89 in Effingham. Here's Future Track showing a pretty good job here first off on that cluster to our west. See how it kind of moves south. Has it come in a little bit east? I think that's a little aggressive. Probably takes that more south route, but we can't rule out a little shower activity from Jacksonville down towards Carlinville and Litchfield. But watch what happens here. 3 in the afternoon. We start seeing a few spots here and there pick up some storm activity. If things picked up a little bit more, that might be 6, 7, 8 p.m., and we'll see what happens. I don't know if these storms end up exactly where Future Track suggests they are, but you get the idea that some scattered storms could form here in the evening and overnight hours. And then even into tomorrow morning, we still may have some spot showers, a few rumbles of thunder out there. The good news is overall the severe weather threat, I think, is down a bit because of that cluster of storms to our west. The Storm Prediction Center officially removed our marginal risk. I still think, though, there's a very low non-zero threat. Can't rule out anything, but again, we're here in the green, which is good, right? Isolated low-intensity storms overall, but could be some noisy thunder boomers if you're trying to sleep tonight. Here's what we all deal with, though. Maybe only a few of us get storms. All of us will be sitting in the heat and humidity. Dew point values will stay in the 70s during the daytime here. They might creep down a little bit at night. We'll see, but pretty consistent there in that orange and red category. And when you factor in the humidity to our temperature, we got to take the heat index into the triple digits here. Some of us might get there today. I think tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, and potentially into Monday before our next front arrives. That's when we'll be the hottest here. Pretty typical summer weather for us at the end of the day. We'll keep an eye, see if any rogue clusters form ahead of that front, but for the most part, I think it's dry this weekend. Looks like that front then comes our direction Monday and Monday into Tuesday. A broad brush here for those rain and storm chances. We'll keep you updated on that. In the meantime, it's a cold front, but it really isn't that cold in the backside. Just a brief downward pull on Tuesday. Once that sun comes back, we'll be back in the upper 80s, even some low 90s possible through the next 10 days here across central Illinois. Here's your 7-day forecast. Again, some stray storms possible today. Important to note, don't be surprised if you hear some thunder, maybe see some big towering cumulonimbus clouds in the distance. We may see some linger into tomorrow morning as well. I think the weekend remains mainly dry. We'll leave the chance for a slim storm with that heat and humidity, but the more organized chance for more scattered storm coverage across more of the area is Monday into Tuesday with that front on the way. Mitchell, over to you.
Thanks, Jacob. We have another community